when we dug for the excavation, we found out we had to pour like twice as much concrete to reinforce the walls. So that was an extra, I think it was 80K. Yeah. Well, I'm just quoting numbers. I don't know exactly how much it was, but it was like an extra 50K maybe. And then like the extra excavation that was needed, the extra labor. So, but I mean, my guy's not super experienced. So, yeah. So just a lot of pre-flop errors I made, which is part of why it's a disaster.
Okay, but again, why is it all coming out of your pocket?
Well, because I'm the financier. That's how we set up the deal. My stake is 4/6, and each my partners have 1/6, but it's going to depend on how, what our profit numbers are. We're either looking at a small loss or a small win right now. No, I mean he's not getting anything. Even now, as it stands, to get back to what I was saying before, if the contractor calls in the debt, within the next 2 months, and I can't pay it, he's going to put an hypothèque légale on the building, which is going to freak the bank out, probably, and they're probably going to want to recall their loan for 900K. Well, I'm going to find out tomorrow. I mean, I don't think so, but if he does, because he told me he has another project starting August 1st. So it's going to depend. I'll see what he says. I doubt it, but depending on what we both think is going to be the delay for the Régie to come back to us, we might decide that, well, he might decide, look, I don't want to float you for longer than a month and a half, at which point I'll be forced to either sell my house to cover the 500K, or I'll have to switch my project to un immeuble à revenu locatif and just rent out the units, present the leases to the bank, and get a loan from the bank and pay off the contractor. Well, Arut doesn't know. I mean, usually what the guy told me was it would take a few weeks, but who knows with COVID, and he tends to lie to me a lot, my contractor, so I don't know. But it's in his interest to not lie to me because I owe him 500K, so no, the Régie we just applied last week, 2 weeks ago. Well, the Régie gives the paper to the city, and then the city, we have to wait for the city to give us the lot numbers. But the city, like he told me, the city should only take a week to do that because they spoke to the guy at the city and said, once you have that paper, I'll give you the lot numbers right away. But who knows? The guy's fucking incompetent at the city.
Why?
He made us wait 4 months. He just had to read our email in December and tell us, yeah, you got to go to the Régie, but he didn't. He waited 4 months, and the only reason he replied to us after 4 months is because the guy who was dealing with the city CC'd the guy's boss in the email and said, look, your employee's not answering our requests. Puis là, le gars, all of a sudden, he answered like with Snap after that.
It's like they hate entrepreneurs. You always have to talk to a guy. You have to talk to a guy. You have to talk to a guy. You have to wait 2 weeks, a month, 3 months for a response.
This specific arrondissement in Montreal is very hostile to developers, apparently.
Why is that?
Well, they want single family homes to stay to remain the status quo because they want families to move into that neighborhood.
Your building is
It was a duplex, and now it's like a 6-unit.
You mean like 6 apartments?
Yeah.
Boy. So, okay. Oh, I guess if you get approved and then like, yeah. How long? Like, let's say you got the no whatever, all that's done. Like, how long would it take to lease out the apartments or sell them, whatever?
Well, I already have 4 sales made. Once we have the lot numbers, I'll also net that shit.
Oh, okay. Okay,
We're just waiting on the lot numbers. It's just a bunch of bullshit, and it's extremely stressful.
So, what about the last 2?
Well, the last 2, the market is so hot. Like once they're listed, they're gonna sell within a month, and even that is like that's a conservative estimate. It's gonna sell within 2 weeks.
Okay.
So everything's going right now. There's nothing. It's not being sold.
Especially in that neighborhood, there's nothing on the market. There's absolutely nothing.
So, did you tell Maria that you might have to sell the house? What was her reaction?
No, I'm gonna tell her tomorrow if I have to.
Yeah, only if you have
Holy
to.
fuck, she doesn't know.
No,
Well, she's not gonna have a choice. I'm gonna like if I really have to, I'm gonna tell her it's not a discussion.
But I mean, like, why not just sell some stocks instead? C'est bien moins compliqué.
Well, I do have enough money in the stocks to cover it, but I really do not want to do that. Because like
Well,
part
it's
of
better
that
than
I
selling
use.
your house.
What's that?
I think it's better than selling your house.
Well, part of that I use to generate income, and part of that like is like emergency poker bankroll, just in case, you know.
Okay, but you also have to realize that, like, whether you want to admit it or not, selling your house does put a slight strain on the relationship, especially after Maria's last reaction when you mentioned selling it. I don't think that's exactly what Maria wants to hear at all, right?
I mean, it's kind of true, but like, there's no way they're separating at this point, right? They're engaged.
No, I know. I'm not saying that you're gonna separate at all. I'm just saying, like, it's bad omen, you know? Like, Maria might resent you for a while over it, you know?
I'm
This is something
selling
you have
my
to consider.
I'm selling my house at like all-time high.
Oh yes, but yeah.
You're also selling stocks at an all-time high.
Yeah, well, that's another reason. Oh, yeah, and the main reason I don't want to sell my stocks is I'm going to get hit with a huge tax bill next year.
Wouldn't you get hit by one if you sold your house?
No. When you sell your primary residence, there's no tax.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Well,
So
yeah.
I bought it for $525 and I can sell it for $775 easy.
But you get dinged up with a huge welcome tax.
That's it. If I sell all my stocks, I'm going to have like a $60,000 capital gain. Like a taxable capital gain. So that's going to be like $22,000 to $23,000 in tax.
Well, what's the tax at BF Is it like something similar if you buy a...
Like
Isn't it
6K.
like 12?
No, it's like 6K.
Oh. Well, that's nice. Bienvenue to your house.
Yeah.
6,000 piastres dans les poubelles.
C'est scum. But I wouldn't buy a new house right away. I'd want to live in a condo.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. For now, you don't need it, but...
And that selling stonks just for relationship stuff is better, but I don't know. Your call, obviously.
I mean, like...
I don't know.
You know, like, from everything you said, I think you're not in a bad spot. But it's like, they're just out because I finished, as you mentioned. How long has this been dragging on? Like 3 years? 4 years?
I bought the building in 2018. in February 2018. So it's been three and a quarter years.
Ouais.
It was supposed to last max 2 years. Dégoûtant.
Oh, okay. I guess COVID, yeah. So, but
Well,
yeah, okay.
COVID, and the city scummed us to get the permit back in 2018.
Like, do you have to grease the union? Like, how does that stuff work?
Dude, for sure, having contacts at the city helps you. I could have shaved off conservatively 8 months if I had like sick contacts at the city.
Un petit pot de vin.
Un 5,000 ici, là, I would have shaved off 8 months.
So ridiculous.
But it's illegal to bribe an official.
Yeah, you gotta do it the proper way.
What?
Oups, j'ai oublié mon enveloppe sur la table.
Why don't you hold on to it for a while? Keep it safe.
So what time's your meeting with the contractor tomorrow?
5 p.m. I'm bringing Haru just in case I don't get whacked.
Oh, he whacks you, and then that's his project GG, no? He's never getting his money back.
Why? Well, don't worry, I thought about that.
So, once this project is done, all you have left are the 2 lawsuits? You don't have any other outstanding real estate deals?
No, that's it, and I think that's it for a long time. Until, like, I can run things
projects?
myself. No, c'est fini. Until poker's over with, c'est fini. I want to just refocus on poker.
Why?
But, I mean, I keep telling myself, like, like my project, even though, like, if I break even, like, from a tax perspective, it's really, really good. Yeah. Like, if I get hit by the CRA, it's an extremely good cover, which could save me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. I explained it a bit to my mom, and she didn't seem to think it was a big deal if I rent it out. But it's going to be a fucking pain in the ass to like rent it out, because it means I have to cancel 4 sales, and they can sue to enforce the sale. So that would be annoying to deal with.
Alright, so if you rent it out, like this is gonna be like back when you were a landlord. So like you got to deal with tenants complaining about la corde à linge qui brise.
Genre, but I mean, y a pas de corde à linge.
Well, okay,
but I mean,
I remember you were a landlord. Whatever happened to that?
I'm still a landlord. It's just my brother took over for me till I have more time on my hands.
But ideally, you're trying to sell this one, the whole thing.
I prefer to sell the whole thing, but if I'm forced to, I'll just hold it and rent it out. I mean, it's going to generate like 11K in revenue per month. That's a lot.
Okay, but
I've like cost? Over $1 million invested in it, so.
Why so c'est
It's fucking tilting.
A long fucking time to pay that back.
Yeah, and interest rates are probably going to rise, so that's not super exciting. I emailed my bank, my adjoint at my bank today, so I can set up a meeting and see how much, if they'd be willing to finance my building if I have to lease it out.
Okay, so what am I looking at here? There's like a common, like in galerie, cour arrière for everybody. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah. So in the back, it's a backyard basically that's shared, or jardin communautaire. It's small, man. You'll have to.
Well, I can see that.
You'd have to see. Like, the lot is small. Kind of amazing that you can build a 6-unit building.
Yeah, it is really small. Not much privacy.
No, mais c'est Montréal. Don't expect that.
Yeah, it's true.
And 6 suckers snapped that up so quick.
Yeah, 4 people snapped.
Or 4?
They snap purchased.
Wow, snap purchase.
Do you know how much you sold them for, or?
Yeah. And they snapped them having to pay GST, QST on it too. So they have to pay 15% on top of the purchase price.
Boy, c'est malade, là.
Well,
But
yeah,
even-
real estate
even-
in Montreal
But
is
even despite
booming.
all that, like, what's the chance that you end up a slight loser on this?
It's very likely. Like that range of small winner, small loser is very likely.
It just depends how much you sell the last 2 units for.
Yeah, like we can luck box, and if I luck box the sales on the units, maybe I'll clear, like we'll clear 150, 200K on the project.
Say again, how much?
Huh?
You said, like, if you sell them, like, you might clear 200K?
Yeah, if we luck box the sales on the last two, maybe we'll clear 200K if I'm lucky.
And what's the worst case scenario?
Oh, I mean, I guess minus 100K. Minus 150K.
Jesus Christ, it's like 3+ years minus 100K. Oof.
Yeah, today I made my peace with the fact that, like,
Well, you got
I
screwed.
might lose money.
I mean, you got screwed by COVID. What are you gonna do? You know. But
I mean,
was it because of COVID most of the delays, or like?
I would say half the delay. I mean, okay, I would say half the delays were caused by COVID, but the lumber prices were caused by COVID. We really got raped there.
Yeah, that's COVID, but also like I don't know, like is it slower to work because of all the virus regulations?
Well, maybe it was not for too long, but it was a bit slower. I would say maybe 4 months delay because of COVID, and like a lot of price increases on Gyprock. And yeah, I forgot to say Gyprock also skyrocketed in price too.
Everything skyrocketed.
Yeah, so I mean, I really got raped from there.
But la main d'oeuvre, like you have to pay how many more extra months of main d'oeuvre?
Well, you're not paying for main dev when the site is shut down. You're just paying extra carrying costs, which is interest.
Okay, but like if they're working slower because of COVID, like le masque, thermite distance, whatever, like you're paying more in labor costs.
Yeah, but in fact, like they were a bit slower, but not all of them were wearing masks all the time. Like they were just working as per regular. City Joe, the regular Joe.
Popard's view this, I like that.
Do you feel any resentment towards your partners after this whole thing, or you're kind of like, whatever?
I don't feel like I bear no resentment towards Haru, but I wouldn't say resentment towards Sadi. I just blame myself for getting involved.
Why? What's the difference between Sadi and Harut?
Well, Haru didn't do much. I mean, he didn't do much. He found the duplex, and he got us to buy it for a sick price. Like they were asking 606, and there was multiple offers on the duplex, and we bought it for 568 because we offered cash and no inspection. So we paid 40,000 less. So he did a good job there because they had two offers at asking price that they rejected in favor of ours.
Why?
And he made 2 of the 4 sales, and he's going to make the last 2, assuming we do sell them instead of leasing the whole building. But I mean, Sadi, I paid him to be the eyes for me on the project, which is fine. But he's inexperienced, and I don't think I benefited from reductions in prices that I would have gotten if I had someone experienced.
And like what kind of what kind of price reductions? Getting better deals on materials?
Just making sure I got good deals on everything, because the guy running the actual construction, like I'm paying him cost plus 10%, which is standard.
Okay.
And so he has no incentive to keep the costs low. He has actually incentive to keep them high.
Of course.
So,
le meilleur Gyprock, le meilleur bois, le meilleur tout. Let's go.
Yeah, it's really weird to explain how this guy is. Like he's kind of a sociopath, but like he's also, but he's a pathological liar. And but he's also cool too, like in a weird way, because like he didn't have to front me the 500K. He could have just said, "Ben c'est beau, j'arrête le travail jusqu'à temps que tu peux me payer." But instead he just fronted it for me, so
Well, what's the
it's weird.
psychopathic
He's
tendency?
just lying to me 24/7.
Like big
Like
lies or
well, big and little, mostly medium lies, like telling me, okay, it's gonna be done. Like he told me you're gonna need about 800K in cash flow for the project in total from your pocket, and I'm in for like 1.2, 1.3.
why?
And what else? He told me, well, we're gonna finish. He was telling me we're gonna finish February 28th, 2021. Don't worry. Like ça va être fini. And like when the evaluator came, c'était fini à 68%.
Yeah.
So then he was like, "Ah ouais, mais tu sais, on va finir le premier mai." And then I was like, "Okay, so like I need to check because like for a building you have to get assurance chantier." So I said, "Okay, il faut que il faut extensionner l'assurance chantier jusqu'au 1er mai." And then he was like, "Oh, mets le 1er juin, mets le 1er juin." So it's just always like scumming a little.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Oh, and
Yeah, go ahead.
another lie he told me was like, "Oh, don't." Of the 2 units I have left, I have like a really sick one. Like it's a 5,5 au troisième étage with an amazing view. Like we're gonna sell that for 750K.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, really sick unit. And he said, and the one that we have au rez-de-chaussée is a 4.5. Like it's shitty because both bedrooms are in the basement. So like Harut was telling me that we're gonna sell 450, 475, but like he was telling me, like my contractor was saying, ça là tu vas vendre ça 600,000 facile. And then when I spoke to Harut, I said, "Look, man, John's telling me we can sell this for 600K. Like, or who's right and who's wrong?" He said, "Dude, we'd have to be so lucky to sell it for 600K." He said, like one of the rooms is like a jail cell small. He said, like I brought people to look at it. He said they were not impressed. So
Jail cell small? Why?
yeah, like another way we got scummed. Like this is how construction is, just so I could teach you guys a bit. Like so why that room is small is because, like I said before, remember I said like we had to pour extra concrete for the foundation, so that ate up like 1 foot of space.
Why?
And if you multiply that by the length, like that's a lot of square footage that we lost.
Yeah, for sure.
So that scummed us because like how you price condos is by square foot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like right now the market price is like $600 a square foot, and like losing a square foot of length across the whole building is a lot of fucking money.
Plus height.
So that hurt us.
Plus
too.
what is 3 floors?
Yeah, it's 3 floors,
Like
and yeah.
Why?
I don't know how much it was. It's like $40,000 hit.
You said it was 1 inch or 1 foot?
1 foot.
Okay, 1 foot. Why?
But like that's $40,000 in square foot. But like where it really bites is because is one of the bedrooms is way smaller than a normal bedroom should be. So that like turns off potential buyers.
Yeah.
Because like when you say il y a 2 chambres à coucher, they're like, "Oh, c'est bon ça, 2 chambres à coucher." Then they come look and like one's really nice and the other one's small, and they're like, "Ouais, c'est petit là."
And that room just like it ate the whole 1 foot.
Yeah.
1 feet is 30 centimeters. Okay, that's pretty big. 30 centimètres de perdu. Yeah, for a room that's huge.
It is, because like it's supposed to be like 8 by 10 or something, and instead it's like 8 by 6, like jail cell type.
Oh, I'd feel like I'd have so much space with an extra 30 centimeters on my side.
Yeah, you would, 100%. It's a lot of room. It's a lot of room.
All because of concrete. Thanks.
Well, because like they excavated and then they were like, okay, we're gonna pour the concrete, and like the engineer was like, yeah, we need to pour more because we need to support the wall on the other side.
Basically, every single thing
Went
this
wrong.
contractor has told you is in his favor. He has not told you a single honest thing. Holy
Well,
shit.
a lot of the things he doesn't have control over, so I can't get mad at him about that, but he like deliberately lied a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, he's a snake, honestly. What the fuck?
But I mean, like, apparently this is
That's-
so common that, like, they do a joke about it on Bob Graton. It's like, quand un foreman te dit ça va finir en 6 mois, they actually mean like 12 months.
Yeah, they're all like that to some degree. And that, like, that's why I said he's kind of cool too, because he did front money when he didn't have to.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, well, I guess you're hoping that he's cool to you tomorrow.
Well, he's pretty chill. I mean,
well, how much interest is he charging you?
well, that's another thing I'm going to discuss with him too tomorrow is the interest. I think he's just charging me his credit, like what it's costing him, which is like 5%
5% what every...
per year.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but I gotta ask him. But they're all semi-incompetent too, like these people, the contractors. It's like a weird. How can I explain it? It's a weird job where they're too smart to just be a laborer, but they're just not smart enough to be
businessman.
like a boss.
Yeah.
They're in between.
Why?
Like they can't be a laborer. They're too smart for that.
Dangerous people. 115 IQ, that's the most dangerous people.
Ouais, il est genre 120 IQ, I would say.
Yeah. Well, you're in the home stretch, so
Well, yeah, don't jinx me.
what's the possible risk at this point? Like 99% of the building's done. The only risk is that the city jerks you off for some reason.
Yeah, well, the risk is losing more money. But I mean, the disaster scenario is if the bank calls in the loan. Then if they call in the loan and they have like they only give me a short window to pay it off. Then I have to sell assets off like crazy, all my stocks and my house to cover the loan and the payment to my contractor. Like, because if I don't do that, they just take possession of the building and they sell it at a deep discount. And then I'm really fucked.
Why?
Because the whole project in total is going to be $3 million at the end. Ça va avoir coûté 3 millions.
So, yeah. So once everything is sold. Okay, yeah. Well, okay, so
Yeah.
let's say you get like your profit. Like, how much of your own money are you getting back?
Well, what do you mean of my profit?
Well, okay, let's say you break even.
Yeah, I get all my money back that I invested.
How much equity do you have in the building?
Like I said, 1.3, I think.
Okay, so you get 1.3 back.
Yeah.
Fine.
So 0% return over 3 years. Pretty disastrous.
Yeah. Plus, like the real way to think about it is opportunity cost. So.
Well, yeah, but if you think that way too, like obviously the stock market ran good. If it ran bad, then I could have been like, wow, 0% is amazing. If we were in a bear market.
1.3 million in Bitcoin.
Yeah, because that's being results oriented too.
Yeah,
because like I ran really bad in my project.
Yeah.
Like when it was looking the brightest, it was looking like we were gonna clear like 450K profit.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, that's like about 10% a year. Yeah.
Well, it's on less money invested because like I've been fronting like all the extra year that this project has run. I've been fronting the money, so I wouldn't have had 1.3 in. I would have had like, let's say 1.1.
Okay, so it'd be like 20% a year.
Yeah, it would have been really sick, and I would have been like, wow, this is really good. It would have snowballed too because if I put that kind of profit up on my corporation, it makes it that much easier to do another project with better terms.
Oh, with the bank? Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, oh wow, you guys did good. Like they'd want to see our tax returns, and they'd be like, oh, you did good. Okay, well, if you want to do another project, let us know.
Why?
But now, like, if you look at how it's gone, though, like if they're fish, they're gonna be results oriented. Not that I want to do another project, but they'd look at it and be like, why? Ça t'a pris 3 ans, puis t'as fait 0 là. See you later, kid.
Surely they can understand COVID though.
Yeah, but the guys at the banks are retarded too. Like, I remember telling you guys, I sent the guy a zipped folder. He didn't know how to unzip it.
Seriously?
Oh,
That's a guy at like an important division, the commercial lending division at Desjardins.
Boy, you boomer.
Oh, and like another thing, John is my contractor. He told me, like, garde tous tes emails dans le même thread là avec Jawad là, parce que il se perd souvent.
Wow. So c'est pas fort. Can't filter by email address? Why?
Yeah, just you got to make things idiot proof. But it also confirmed my suspicion that like it's really not hard to succeed in business if like if you're smart and disciplined, like you'll just crush the competition because they're so inept.
I mean, if you didn't have to play poker, and you can be like way more hands on, then yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would have crushed. Well, maybe not this project, but I would have learned so much that I could crush on my future projects. Like really crush.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If you don't have poker, like you could do Hadot's job. I mean, Sadi's job.
Yeah, I would have done Sadi's job, which is not even that hard. You just show up. You show up when they begin, and you show up, let's say, a little before they end to see their progress.
Like,
how much did you pay Sadi in this whole time?
1.6.
0. I paid them 0.
Thank God.
Yeah, that would have. I structured the deal really well. Like even the lawyers were like, "Wow, this is like really smart how you structured it."
Like, would have been a huge disaster if Saturday was getting paid throughout this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it was. I do have to say, like McGill Business School did teach me a few tricks. So, number one trick is you need everyone on the ship to have the same incentives.
What?
So how I did that was like everyone is getting paid out of the profit. So like, you know, we're all working toward the same goal, which is profit maximization.
And you made sure that marginal cost equal marginal revenue.
That's me for manufacturing.
You could fit that in the equation.
Well, that would apply if I was producing a lot of buildings.
You're producing 6 units.
Yeah, but there's a cap on my limit on my units imposed by the city, which is 6. If it was up to me, we would have built like 40.
Watch the same way.
Like the city caps you. It's so dumb in Montreal. There's so many dumb regulations. You know, you can't have a building higher than Mont Royal.
Yeah. Somebody was telling me that the other day.
Yeah, and specifically to my project, they wanted the building to be not higher than 10 meters. It's just all like arbitrary stuff to keep uniformity like on the street. They don't want like one building at 8 meters, one building at 16 meters. Staying de moi, we would have built 4 or 5 floors.
You know, this all to give Kevin Galipo a job, pretty much.
The guy at the city is the most incompetent person in this whole story.
Why exactly? Why? Well, yeah, because like you had to.
Well, okay, just to give you an example, when we were applying for the permits to build, it took him 6 months to issue the permits. It should have taken like 2 months. Because he forgot when he went on vacation to bring it to his boss to sign off. And then when he did get the signature, he put it like in a drawer and he forgot about it and he needed to bring it to someone else for a signature. Like he forgot it at the bottom of the drawer for 3 weeks. And this is meanwhile, like I had 2 different people going once a week to ask them like for the progress of this.
Really? Aye. C'est pas fort, hein?
Yeah. And then when we got him for his name's Xavier Rondeau. When we got him for the like to get the lot numbers, like we just all like facepalmed, like ah, c'est incroyable qu'on est tombé sur le même gars.
Oh my gosh. Why?
Only you could sue them for like negligence or whatever, you know?
I know.
Yeah, I asked Maria if I can sue the government. She said it's not a good idea to sue the government.
Why?
You need a rock solid case.
Yeah. Probably ruin your life in a million ways.
Exactly. I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Anyway, I was just bigly stressed over, getting loans called in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna feel so fucking good when it's over.
So it could all be over within like 2 months.
It could be over. Yeah, I mean, realistically, like including all the accounting to wind up my corporation in 2 months. If I run really good, I calculated it, and the Régie gives us the paper like the 31st of May, and then the city on the 7th of June gives us the lot numbers. Then like by the week of the 14th of June, I'd go to the notary, and meanwhile, Haru would be trying to sell the other 2 units. So yeah, by like July, the end of July, like all the accounting's done, all the money's paid out, and like I can enjoy the rest of my summer.
Yeah. You can have a nice long
Gotta
summer.
take a long ass vacation.
So here it's been a huge drain just on poker. Like I have really been holding back, like not playing a ton of PLO, and not learning about PLO, not trying some ACR cash games. It's all stuff I would be doing if it wasn't for the project. Lost sleep, man. Like 2 days ago, spent 3 hours a week in bed.
Really? Like, just because of your thinking or because you're stressed?
Well, just because that was the day he told me, yeah, we got to meet Monday. I need like 50K, and we need to talk about a payment schedule. I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
Kill scum. Yeah, well. I mean, understandable, but yeah.
Realistically, what would be like, let's say he agrees to a payment structure, like, what do you think he'd be asking you for?
Well, the
Like-
good news is like the government's about to issue me the not the final refund, the penultimate refund, which is like 107K. So I'm gonna give that to him when they do issue it. But they're only gonna issue it in like June. So like realistic, like best case scenario is he tells me like, okay, give me the 50K and I'll float you, until you get your government refund in June, and then I'll float you again. We'll see till like August 1st.
So, like the 4 sales they have lined up, like are they excluded on Beton, or can the parties can they still like renege or cancel?
They can't renege. I can renege if the lot numbers don't get issued,
Okay,
because you can't sell a building without lot numbers.
Okay, but they're locked in.
Yeah, pretty much the 4 of them are locked in, which it was good, like basically for all of them, but specifically one of them, like they ran really good. Like this one girl bought the unit. We sold it to her at market price 2 years ago.
Why? Okay.
at 370, and now like we could get maybe 450 for it, I think.
Oh,
So the other ones we lost, like we're losing out on a bit of revenue, but it's not a huge deal. But her, like I asked to cancel the sale, and like both Harut and Sari were like, "Yeah, we're not gonna do that, man. Can't do it."
why?
Well, because she has a really good case. First of all, if she does sue us, because
Okay.
she put down every deposit, she paid on time. Like the contract is pretty ironclad.
Yeah. Why? So I mean, I guess there's only like, let's say like inflation is spiking in Canada, and then they tighten the money supply and interest rates go up. That'd be like your only
What's that?
downside. You only have to fade like interest rates spiking in the next 2 months. Pretty
Well,
much.
they won't. No, but I've got to fade like worst case scenario is the Régie takes 4 months or 3 months to issue the paper, and then the city fucks up again and makes us wait 2-3 months.
Kim, but like, okay, can't you just like call them every day like Andy Dufresne at that point?
Well, no,
You dis on va faire ça en couple de jours, and then it takes like 3 weeks.
no, because John, like my contractor told me you don't want to piss off the city because then they'll fuck with you on purpose. So like you don't want to harass them too much. He said like you go see them once or twice a week max.
Yeah.
Wait, we're listening to the guy who's lied to you at every single step?
Yeah, but he has no incentive to lie to me about that because like he wants the project to be finished too.
Okay, so like, really, like the city is spiteful like that. Like you want to get things rolling, and then they're like, okay, well we'll mess with you now.
Well, not that you want to get things rolling, but if you're calling the guy every day, like you're annoying him.
Yeah, not every day, but like at least once a week. Like if he says it's gonna take a few days and it ends up taking 4 months, I mean,
No, that's why I said like I have two separate guys going like once a week. So it's not the same person asking. Like Sadi went once a week and John would call once a week.
okay.
And still like it fucked up. So
So do Harut and Sadi, do they want to do another project after this, or are they OI?
well, I know Haru doesn't want to have anything to do with John, I think. So but I mean I'd be shocked if they haven't figured out that I'm not down to do any more. I mean, on top of that, 2 lawsuits. Like, I think it's pretty clear that like this partnership is not really produced. Like, if you look at our partnership in poker, like the cartels, like we run, like they're extremely profitable
C'est clair.
compared to like my partnerships with them have been like mildly. Well, they were one project like not profitable at all, and then one was decent. And now this one, not through any fault of their own, really, is not super good.
It's just the real world,
Plus, I
man.
just want to focus on poker. Like it's like our last shot to like make a lot of money, I think.
Yeah, I don't think so actually, but yeah, I'm kind of bullish long term. But anyways,
Well, yeah, maybe we disagree there, but like if you look at Hosni too, like he's getting old, man. Like we won't be able to put in the sessions we do now forever.
yeah, I mean that's true, but anyways,
Plus, I've noticed I'm a little like I think I tilt. I think I tilt a little more now.
okay, but like you can't like view poker independently of everything else. Like that's not how the body works. If you're stressed out all the time because of the building, like that affects your poker.
Ouais, c'est sûr, là, but I also a back problem that's not getting any better.
Oh yeah.
You're still on that thing, eh? You haven't mentioned it in a while, so I figured it was kind of like improving. But
Well, I stopped weightlifting to see if it would help. That was like 2 months ago,
not really.
and it didn't really do anything. So it's not the weightlifting. Like it's kind of like a problem where if I pay attention to it, like I'll have a good day. like the today and tomorrow I'll have a good day, but if I ignore it, then like it gets pretty bad.
Like what kind of like when you're sitting, like you feel the pain?
Like right now it's good. I have zero pain.
Okay.
But yesterday, like when I went to bed, like it was tight, and it was like there's two different types of pain I get. It's tight, so like I just feel fucking tight in my back. And then the second type of pain is I get extremely inflamed in my mid spine.
Like a burning feeling?
Yeah, like I doubt you guys have felt that. It's hard to explain. It's like a burning feeling in your bones.
Yeah, I can't I can't say I really can relate to that.
Yeah, I don't know. No,
And then like when I put an ice pack on, it's like, oh my god, feels so good.
do you feel it more when you're stressed, like the back pains and stuff?
Yeah, that's part of it for sure. But like it's fucking weird because like I had a super stressful day, and then the next day I felt super good. My back felt good. But like if I do my stretches every day and like I put the heat pack on, then usually it's like there's mild to no pain.
What did your chiropractor say again? It was like a specific muscle that was like always contracting.
Well, actually, almost all the professionals I saw told me it's like the same issue, which is like my rib bone is rubbing up against my spine or my vertebrae, which is causing inflammation.
Yeah, and there's no like surgical procedure for that.
Well, usually, like you don't want to ever have surgery on your back unless it's absolutely necessary.
Why? Why?
It's more of it's because of like well, I think it's probably a combination of sitting a lot and having
Genetics.
my like. What's that?
Genetics? I mean, surely that's genetic.
Well, no, my dad has no back pain, nor does my mom.
Okay, but like your rib bone is rubbing on your spine, like.
Yeah, but that's because of because of posture.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Can you think about your posture while you grind?
actually, another thing that really helps me is when I use my left-handed mouse. Like that really helps a lot. That's actually the thing that helps the most.
Yeah, so
You guys have no pain.
I don't have any pain, but like I have like other issues. My nose. Yeah. I think I don't know if I'd rather have pain or my nose. Probably my nose, actually. Probably my nose. Pain is like so bad. Hate pain.
I can tell you, like, back pain is like brutal.
Like, do you take
Yeah,
Tylenol?
I can probably imagine.
I don't take Tylenol, but it's like enough where like when it's really hurting, like I'm very uncomfortable. Like my enjoyment of whatever I'm doing goes down like 75%. Like my main focus is like the tightness in my back. I'm like moving and trying to get it to better.
You just imagine on days like, let's say you lifted wrong and then your back's really hurting and like you can barely move. That like all day long is probably a disaster. And I'm assuming that's something close to what you're experiencing.
No, it's not that bad. I'm trying to like the best thing, like the only way I could explain it really is if I said like, imagine if someone was poking you like really hard, between your rhomboid, like in your rhomboid. You know where the rhomboid is?
Yes.
Like just imagine that. That's what it feels when it's tight. And then like if for the inflammation, it's like imagine if someone was holding like a piping hot mug of tea, like on your spine.
Really?
Like the whole day.
That hot?
Well, not that hot, but like that type of burning.
Okay.
Like bring the heat down, I don't know, 25%, and that's about what it feels like.
I guess it just like makes you like clamp up, I guess, from the pain.
No, it's just like an ache.
No, I know, like, and like it's like the only thing on your mind. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've had like when I had like pain on my whatever, like the nerve in my face. Like nothing else matters. Like you're only
Exactly. But that sounded way more intense than what I feel.
Oh, I thought I was dying. Yeah, it was so bad. But I mean, even if you have pain like 12 hours a day, that's like nothing else matters. But like when you're grinding and you have pain, like do you not realize it because you're grinding?
I think it probably makes the pain that I'm gonna feel later on in the day worse. But I soldier through it while I'm grinding.
Yeah.
But it has made me shorten my sessions a lot because I'm like, fuck it, I need to go
Stretch or whatever.
I need to go crack my back on the floor, and then I just go upstairs and I put a heat pack on, or I do some stretches.
Yeah, how about getting a jacuzzi?
Honestly, I'd rather get a sauna. For real.
Yeah.
I miss the sauna, man. Ça fait du bien.
They go, like, you have no idea. Like, I'm just so sick of this. COVID ruined my health like because of that. Sauna was crucial for my health.
I know, as if you couldn't do anything else.
No, it's because like the best exercise is the one you're gonna be consistent with. And like sauna, I was consistent because I enjoyed it so much, you know.
It is fucking enjoyable.
Yeah.
Late night saunas with the boys. That was always fun.
It's nuts.
Personally, I think I would use a sauna like 5 days out of 7 if I had one at home.
Yeah, definitely. Like
It's so easy to chill in there. You can read a book, you can bring music, or you can just lie down.
Yeah, Jewish workout.
Austy's a fucking genius.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good investment.
Dude, like it pays for itself a million times over. If I had a house, I would 100% be buying one. I wanted to buy one for my room, but my dad wasn't down.
Why though? If you pay for the electricity and for the sauna, qu'est-ce que ça change pour lui?
Well, if I ever move out or whatever, like, is that ever coming back out? I don't know. Things like that.
Well, yeah, you dismantle it.
Yeah. Well, anyways. Well, he was like, just wait. Like, the gyms are gonna open soon. That was au début de l'année.
Lol.
Yeah.
Hey, bonne celle-là, je.
I was probably an okay guess at the time, but yeah. I thought they were gonna open back soon, but then like the nouvelle variante, PR and whatever, all that garbage.
Yeah, I missed the sauna, that's for sure.
So I can't even imagine how happy I'll be when I get to use it again.
I've just been dreaming about bench pressing.
Yeah. Not for nothing. And seeing you guys again. Seeing you guys too. At the gym.
For sure.
Remember when Shelly used to come to gym with us?
Yeah.
That was
Seems
a thing.
like a lifetime ago.
It was. But that was actually a thing. Shelly coming at 3 a.m. and the guy letting him in.
Yeah. Shelly driving 25 minutes just for the boys.
Persona worth it.
And he logged off.
Then on top of that, Cosmopolitan at 6.
Yeah, I could go for that. Shit.
Who is Shelly? What, Shelly left?
Yeah, he logged off.
Probably lost
Just need to say goodbye.
Probably lost his connection, if I had to guess. Because he was just talking a few minutes ago. Yeah. I wonder what's up with Guillaume. Just complètement disparu de la map. Did you talk to him?
No, Matt told me he spoke to him and he said, well, he asked him, do you want to play in our home game, I think. And he's like, why, Matt, parle-moi pas de poker. Je veux pas être méchant, mais je veux rien savoir du poker.
My internet dropped for some reason. Am I live?
Yeah, you're live.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night.
You were-
Yeah, we were saying, like, remember we used to go to, what's the name of that place again? I said it like 2 seconds ago.
The gym?
No, the restaurant at 6 in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan.
Oh yeah. 6 a.m. No balls. Cosmos.
By
Night
that,
of
no
Pop.
balls. Very effective technique.
It was so good. And you guys would always be like, no, Mayor's choking. No, Worm's choking.
Classic mayor choke.
That's like my
There's
regular
always,
time.
there's always one of you guys choking, and then one day you guys are just like, yeah, fuck you, I'm all going.
Nej, får call it bluff, man.
Dude, even just going to Polo at 11 and staying until like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I want sauna and a polo, like, badly.
Yep.
I just want to be in Worm's backyard smoking a cigar.
So say that.
I don't like my backyard.
Yeah, Matt's is way better.
Yeah, I mean, no two ways about that. But I mean, that's like comparing a fucking scooter to a Ferrari. Like, Matt has a pool, he has perfect privacy, he's got like all the amenities now. It's like perfect.
Well, I mean, you could.
I'm limited. I can't have a pool, I can't have privacy.
What? How come?
Well, you're not allowed to build a pool.
Eh?
Go question mark?
I think in Laval you're not allowed to build first of all, you're not allowed to build any in-ground pools, and
Okay,
I'm not sure how it works for outground pools.
can you explique ça? Like, why do people have... Okay, why wouldn't you be allowed? It's your house.
Well, because they don't want the insurance issues, like with kids falling in or with water seeping or like flooding your neighbor's lot.
Okay, who doesn't want those issues?
The city.
Why is the city responsible? It's your house.
Right, that's how it works. That's how it works, Mayor.
Yeah, but like, isn't it your responsibility? Oh, it's good.
Well, I don't know, man.
So every pool is just grandfathered?
Yeah. Every in-ground pool. I don't know if it's... I don't know what the case is for outground pools. I'm just saying for in-ground pools.
Okay, but Matt... Yeah,
Matt got grandfathered in.
Why?
Il a refait sa dalle, là. He didn't redo his pool.
Right. Wow, I did not know that. That's pretty gay.
So if you're
Well, it's
building a
different.
house now and you want a pool, you
Yeah,
cannot
but
have an in-ground pool.
if you go to different cities, they allow it. Depends on the city.
Genre Mirabel.
You mean like...
Like, Mirabel, they
it's
snap
Fabreville?
accept.
You mean it's a Fabreville thing, or...
No, Laval.
Okay.
Guess I'm gonna be moving to Mirabel.
Mirabel is really nice.
I do have some friends moving there. Might be the new spot when everything in Laval is snapped up. I don't know, Chris, do you think about moving out? Where do you think you'd be moving?
I don't know.
You looked at houses out of curiosity?
We're gonna buy a condo, Shelly? Live in a condo?
Sure. Just gonna be condo boys?
If you can find one with a pool and a sauna and a gym and all that, that sounds amazing.
I mean, honestly, I think I'd only be able to afford a condo, really.
Don't buy a condo though, just like rent.
It, yeah. Just rent it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, if we sell this house, we're moving to a condo with a pool and maybe a sauna. That would be sick.
Move to a high-rise, maybe?
Yeah, I want to live like on the 25th floor or something with a sick
Why?
view. Masiatsa.
Or wants a penthouse for himself.
Just wondering like how much utility you actually get from that.
Oh man, I would be out there enjoying the view like all the time. Sunbathing.
Well, I agree with that.
You look to your right and you just have the sickest view. I mean, I think for quality of life, I mean that's some utility. That's worth a lot.
When I went to like the person I bought this house from, I went to their condo. I don't remember why. And they had like a sick view, and I was low-key jelly.
Yeah, my friend Gab, when she was living in Mont Royal, and we would just sit on a rooftop looking at Montreal. It was just the nicest thing. I was telling myself, like, I don't exactly need to live in Montreal, but if I did, and I did live downtown, I'd want this kind of view. You know, just,
I see.
I'd go here every night and just.
How much more expensive is it in living in the high rise versus like a lower floor?
Several $100. Oh, you mean in the same building?
Yeah.
Oh, that I don't know. Probably a few shekels.
Like
because the higher units tend to be nicer.
Oh, okay.
Like with better quality things in them.
Because there are some perks to living lower, right?
Like what?
Well, if you wanna like buy like a like you buy like a mattress or whatever, c'est moins de déménagement.
Well, no, it's not really. You still have to take the elevator.
If there's a fire, I guess.
Oh yes, sir. World Trade Center.
Trade Center.
Living up top is always the play. Plus, if you're at the very, very top, you'll only have people under you, nobody on top of you.
Why?
You're not gonna hear any assholes' footsteps stomping around.
Well, no, generally you don't hear that in the condos, in the big condo buildings.
Mm.
There's concrete in between each level.
I guess that's just apartments.
Yeah, in apartments, different story. Like in my triplex, like actually where I lived, and where I am a landlord, like you can hear the footsteps. Well, it's muted, but it's not the same as in like those condo towers.
Okay, but let's say I'm tilting and I'm screaming. Are my neighbors gonna?
No, they're. I mean, if you're screaming bloody murder, they might hear you.
I kind of am.
But I don't get it. If you're screaming bloody murder, like in your basement, how come Jean and Natsa don't come down? Like, I guess it happens so often they're used to it.
Yeah. But like I realize like I can hear my neighbors when they cough. So like.
Oh yeah.
When I'm screaming, like they probably hear everything.
Wow, so for sure they've asked Jean, qu'est-ce qui se passe avec ton fils? Mon gars.
Yeah. But nobody's ever like asked me about it personally. But yeah.
When are you gonna move out? That's my question.
I don't know. I mean, we're supposed to move out with Shelly, then like a bunch of things happened.
Hey man, I said I was still down. You never answered about it.
No, I know. I'm not blaming you. I'm saying like mix of your dad, mix of COVID. It's like and just like didn't pan out. But I mean, I think there would be some significant benefits to it. So,
Dude, I just want to see you tilt live. I think it would be great.
Well, number one thing would be for female prospects. I mean, that would help if you had your own place.
Yeah, I wonder like does having a roommate like is that a bad thing?
A lot of people have roommates.
Well,
I mean,
do you want the real answer or you want the invented answer?
Yeah, the real answer.
Real answer is you'd probably like me a lot less.
I would like you a lot less?
Because, well, no, like, you like, let's say you have like somebody you really like, right? And then you live with them. There's always those little things that are gonna annoy about them.
No, I know that. I'm saying like in terms of women.
For women. Yeah.
For
I mean,
women.
at your age, Chris, it's starting to look bad to have a roommate. Genre, at 35 ans, like, it's like, dude, what the fuck, man? At 30, it's like, whatever. But I think 35 is kind of the limit where, like, women will be like, yeah, why does he still have a roommate?
Yeah, maybe because house
Well-
prices are insane.
It's okay, Chris. We'll live with each other for 2 years, and then you got that thing going on. You're probably gonna leave me in like a year and a half.
I mean, I think it's fine if you live with Shelly for a little while, but I mean, eventually you're gonna have to. If you do find a woman, she's gonna either take his place or you're gonna move somewhere
If
else.
he finds a woman,
If he finds a man,
I find a
I'm
man.
just saying. Last I checked, didn't Chris already have a woman lined up? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think they're dating. I
Just
think they're
saying,
just
last I
friendly.
checked,
I'm just
didn't
friendly.
Chris already have a woman. Yeah, okay. Chris did no fat for like 3 weeks just for their meeting, which is when exactly?
She already went back to Toronto.
Oh,
The fuck?
No,
Weren't you supposed to see her?
Well, she only came for like 3 days.
Well, why didn't you go see her?
I don't know, something like she was tired, or I don't know. We just talked on Discord the whole day.
Oh, I see. See fifth. So.
Well, she said the next time. Yeah, she owed me like a meal, but she said it's like she worked like 12-hour shifts in a row. Whatever, like I'm okay with it. I thought she was gonna stay for a week, but she only stayed for 3 days. Well, pretty much 2 days if you like today doesn't really count as a day because she left for Toronto like at noon. So.
And it's safe after that she didn't. You guys didn't see each other. Wasn't that what no fap was all for?
Sort of.
well, I assumed it was. I don't know.
Not really. But anyways.
Are you guys like a thing at all, or you're actually just like friendly?
No, I don't
Like
think
friendly? Oh,
There's nothing. I mean, I don't know. You have to see her more in person for that to actually be a thing. Like, you just talking on Discord or WhatsApp is not really a thing, you know?
yeah.
Maybe it's time to start hitting dating apps.
Yeah.
Have you tried, Chris? Out of curiosity.
Yeah, unsuccessfully.
It's honestly so difficult. Like,
It's a grind, though. Even the people who are successful at it, they say like it's a grind.
Well, I guess you have to message people, but I don't do that.
Well, I remember Matt used to use them for a bit, but he said like I work at it. Like it's not gonna work if you do a few swipes and like 1 or 2 messages. You gotta grind it,
so much effort.
I think like
and you need a good pic and a good profile.
I think yeah, Jonathan said like Alex Rath was on every site.
Yeah, Jason said that.
Real
Grinding
hard.
every
every app.
Which guy? Which guy?
Ace of Diamond.
just some like player. Like he's pretty successful with women.
I mean, I think probably the GTO is like to just go overseas.
Chris, you gotta be a flexer.
A flexer?
Yeah,
You mean
just,
go to
like,
Philippines and like pick up a woman there?
Or Eastern European? Or Sasha Rolishaw?
Why?
I think Chris has to flex his money.
But then they'll just be there for you for the like the green card and the money. That's not ideal, is it?
Not necessarily.
How do you find a nice, good Christian woman in 2021? It's literally
So
impossible.
sad.
No, yeah, no. I know one. Actually, Maria's friend. Like, she's really cute.
Yeah,
She
and
met
you
her-
looked up Chris Y.
Well, she's married.
Well, there you go. You
Shelley's
proved my
boy.
point. Y'all not book.
No, but she's Christian. She met her boyfriend in church group. Like, there are cute women like that still exist.
Yeah.
Okay. Point being, they're very far and few between.
Well, no, I mean, if you grinded the church every Sunday, you would meet people.
Yeah, I wonder what that's like once
Like-
COVID's done. Like, how many people are going to church? Was there a lot of young people?
No
So-
shot.
Oh,
Because I only went, but like it was during COVID, so like it was limited. You know?
You actually went without Lisa? No way.
Yeah, I sent a picture. She kept asking me like, "Let's go to church. Let's go to church." Alright.
Church.
It's like right next to my house. She drove like an hour to come here.
Lol. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was not bad. We went for breakfast first.
Talk about the word of God.
Yeah. Saying like, yeah, we should bring Shelly. We should bring the cousins. Make it a regular thing. Go for breakfast.
This girl is really pretty.
Which girl?
That's church group girl.
You sent something?
My God, she's very pretty.
I'm gonna see. Oh, I've seen this face before.
She is a Christian woman.
Why,
She goes to
Orthodox?
church.
Orthodox though.
No, she's Lebanese. I think she's Catholic.
Why Catholic though?
Well, sorry, you have to go to Alabama to meet a Protestant.
Nothing's good for this, Chris, eh?
No, I'm just kidding. We'll take anything.
Oh, maybe
that's
go to the Philippines or Latvia.
Latvian Orthodox.
Nice.
Tiens, toi t'es rendu Armenian Orthodox. Pas le choix.
No, I think I would be Protestant.
Yeah,
I've renounced my Catholicism.
good. Yeah, based. Your sister's not even Catholic, Shelly, just by the way. Mark neither.
I know.
They're both Protestant.
Wait, Mark isn't?
They're both
Oh
Protestant.
shit, I didn't know that part.
Well, yeah, they're both Protestant. Yeah, they go to a Catholic church. I don't get it. Do they? I don't know. Anyways.
I mean, do they even go to church?
She's your sister. You'd know better.
Well, exactly. If she tells you she goes to church, she's the biggest liar ever.
But Riley got baptized in a Catholic church, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's to
for
please
the
your
family,
parents.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mom wouldn't be too happy.
Highly doubt it.
Anyways.
It's funny because my sister went to a Protestant school, so my sister claims that she's Protestant. Because
Yeah,
of it.
based.
Counterintuitive, I suppose. I don't know.
No, she went to a Protestant school, so obviously she's Protestant. She thought that it's the truth.
No, I mean, like, if my parents wanted her to be
Oh, right.
Catholic.
Okay, yeah. Okay, anyways.
So, when are we having cigars at Lads?
As he invites us.
Okay, when are we having cigars at Worms?
Soon as it's legal.
Look, Worm, let's be honest here. Like, people are gathering. Do you really think your neighbors are gonna rat on you still?
No,
Especially
my
people
neighbors are
getting
pretty
vaccinated? Yeah, so
Well, ideally, we would get some Pulu Suzanne and bring it to my place. And then smoke some cigars.
why not? Why haven't we done that yet? That's what I'm
Well,
wondering.
you'll have to pick up the Pulu Suzanne for us, Shelley.
I'd do it in a heartbeat. Set a
Well,
date.
yeah. I've been waiting for good weather too, but now it has arrived.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh,
The weather's
you know
here,
the-
no excuses.
The one problem we've run into with our genius strategy is when we all meet together, like the lobs are open.
But, en effet.
Well,
That
you
is
just
kind
kind of gotta hope.
Well, that's
Sorry, go on.
yeah. I mean, that's why we need to like cast our nets really wide, but like make some more allies on other sites. Like we can't take over like a Winamax. We have to like get a share. Like otherwise, none of us are ever gonna have a life.
Ouais, ça c'est vrai, là. I've definitely noticed that.
Yeah.
But I mean, things are staying as they are on every site we currently own. We're not adding anyone for that.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
I mean, Adrian, c'est notre bouche-trou.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like when we all decide to hang together, we'll just be like, "Yo, Adrian, we're meeting up on this." You know, we'll give him like a day in advance. Be like, "Yo, we're all meeting up tomorrow. Do you think you can cover it?" And then,
And then there's
Worst case-
Fatsi and Hosni too.
and then, really, really worst case, if they're gonna be completely empty, like I could tell Anthony or something. You know. Like,
Well, it's
super
not a
worst
big
case.
deal if they're empty one day.
That's what I'm saying. You know?
It's kind of sick though. Yeah.
Oh, maybe next week.
Let's check the weather. when it's nice.
Well,
it
Saturday,
is-
26 degrés.
Like, ideally, all of our grinds looks like Hosni's. Meaning,
What's
like,
that?
like the lobby, like, you have a really wide net, but, like, all the lobbies are kind of occupied. So it's like, it's not necessary for you to be online at any time. You can just come in when you want and, like, have plenty of action.
Yeah, well, I think Winamax is the next step.
Yeah.
I think it would be, like, really good to get on there.
I mean, we'd be overdosing on poker. Like, just...
Hmm?
We would be overdosing on poker with Winamax.
With Winamax, I think so, yeah.
You would
But
have
I'm fine with it.
battles in
I
Portuguese.
prefer to have to pick and choose which lobbies I sit.
Yeah.
You guys are ready to battle some mediocre Portuguese guys.
We're trying to get some shares.
Well, I'll kick out a few shit stains and get shares from the real gangsters.
Yeah. I mean, skill.
You know,
Like,
skill.
yeah, skill would probably side with us, I imagine.
Well,
Well,
dude, yeah, people would have to pick sides eventually.
skill just gets to open sit like hundreds to 500s. I mean,
Yeah, but like if he sees a war's going on, it's like he can either side with Portuguese or with Canada.
Dude, with our reputation, and people would be suicidal to go against us.
Yeah.
Or the most dominant force in Heads Up Singo.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. C'est quoi les chances que it's like 5 guys who all know each other in real life.
it's actually pretty cool. Like, there isn't really that in Heads Up Sitting Goes. Like,
Yeah, it's because like
just a bunch of guys.
yeah, because like Stars is like a whole like grandfather system because of Sharky.
Yeah.
Like 200s and 300 guys, like they sit 60s. Yeah, it's not
I mean,
the case.
personally, I'm more interested in getting Winna than ever going back on Stars.
Well, yeah, definitely.
There's greener pastures on Winna.
Like, I've been jonesing for a vacation, so I mean, book the Euro trip. Let me know. I'm there.
Well, we have to figure out which country will let us open a bank account and keep it for our purposes.
I mean, we could always.
I'm guessing Switzerland might be an option.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I heard this or whatever. Like Switzerland is not like what it used to be, where it used to be like just anybody can open an account for any reason. I'm not sure if that.
Well, so which country then?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we
I
can
mean, I'm
always.
not too thrilled about going to an Eastern European country, but seafood.
Yeah, I mean, it might have to be Eastern Europe. I was talking to somebody, they were mentioning Slovenia. But, you know, it's like, do you want to go to Slovenia? I'm not sure. It's our only option, I guess so. Right?
I mean, like the UK, like I don't know. C'est parfait, ça.
I think there was something about UK not being able to play on Winamax.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could always bite the bullet and just buy an account.
We're gonna get investigated, dude. I think that's super minus EV.
Yeah, I think it's worth it to set up like a real account.
Yeah.
I do not want to bother playing on Winamax and then getting investigated. And not only do you get investigated, you have to fly to France when you get investigated and play in person.
What?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Did
So it's
As
like-
you have to do that?
I believe so, yeah.
You mean everyone has to fly into
I'm
France?
pretty sure if they investigate you, you have to fly into France, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, but I mean, as you went to France to play?
I think it was something along those lines, yeah.
Well, you have to check, shall we? I don't think that makes
I'll
sense.
ask tomorrow. But it was one of them was either Andre or as you were telling me that you have to investigate in person.
Whatever.
Their
I mean,
headquarters.
it's another one-time trip. It's not a huge deal. It's better
but
to have
I'm
an
saying-
account under your own name.
I'm saying if you have a fake account, you know, there's literally a 0% probability of you ever passing that.
Funds frozen. Merci, bonsoir.
Good luck getting Igor to go in for you and play same way you do.
Yeah, and we're gonna be warring, so for sure we're gonna get investigated.
Yep. Expect us to get mass recorded. Reality.
Yeah.
That's good. In a post-COVID world, we'll have to discuss that.
Well, for immediately, I'm just expecting the invite to Worm's house for polo and cigars and whiskey.
Yeah, I said Saturday.
Okay. I'm down. Booked. The 22nd. I am also just going back Wednesday evening.
Going
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Actually, you know what? Let's do it the next weekend after, because Maria's not even gonna be here, so she's going to a weekend chalet.
Wow, look at her. So you're telling me about post-COVID and, you know, all this shit? Not
Actually,
being
I don't
able
know.
to... Maria's
It's
having
not gonna
people
be
over?
super nice that week. Okay, till further notice this Saturday. Parce qu'il va faire beau, 26 degrés samedi.
Objections, Mayor?
I mean, that sounds great to me.
And lowest chance of rain, too.
You think there's any probability?
Why not? How about we just ask Matt Nat?
Yeah, just ask him in Pink Paradise.
Yeah, I'm sure he's down. Like, he's just itching for that. He said, like, you know, he said that's a.
Well, he's a little paranoid about getting police showing up, but if you guys ask, I doubt he's gonna say no.
C'est quoi la loi en ce moment?
Pas le droit de outdoor gathering.
Yeah, is it?
But like, let's be honest. Literally everyone is doing it.
Well, here's another thing to consider. I don't think Jean Maillet is gonna let Chris go, so I just remembered that.
Will Jean Maillet have to know?
Well, yeah, he's gonna ask Stavu, Chris.
Yeah. And if I'm not vaccinated, he's yeah.
Hmm?
If I'm not vaccinated, like, probably won't be happy about that.
So I guess we can't do it.
Well, okay, you were asking for an incentive to get vaccinated.
No, but the government didn't say anything yet about that. No,
Okay.
no liberties have been returned yet.
No, you're right. But in Jean Maillet's mind, I mean, that's worth something.
he goes by the government. It's like à la lettre, 100%.
Well, what about that whole thing about people who are double vaccinated in Walmart are going to be able to walk around without their mask? I'm pretty sure that's worth something, right?
Is that in the U.S.?
Was it in the U.S.? I thought that was here. Well, I've read that.
Yeah, I mean, Texas, Florida, they're like pretty much 100% open at this point.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna be traveling. Like, there's no shot that I'm gonna be staying home in the next year. I can't do another whole year of poker every single day. Like, I need at least 1 week, you know?
Where are you gonna go? Mexico?
Sorry?
Where are you gonna go? Mexico?
No, I'm gonna go to Texas with Jerry first.
Oh,
And do
And
what?
then
meet Dodge, I guess.
apparently Jerry wants to hang out with Dodge. I want to shoot a gun and drive a Jeep to the desert and do dumb shit. I want to shoot a sniper rifle. Maybe pick up a Scorpion for,
Pick up a
and
scorpion.
then
Like an actual scorpion, or is that a gun?
no, an actual Scorpion. See a Scorpion on the floor and pick it up.
Yeah, get
What if it stings
stung?
you?
You know, shit happens.
Nice knowing you, Shelby.
Sayonara.
Then might go to Hawaii with some friends in like February.
Spending like you're already on the throne.
I mean, is it really that expensive?
Hawaii is pretty expensive.
Same EPS.
I mean,
I think
Maybe I
Japan
was
would be
thinking
fun.
5,000 is what I was thinking. Japan is probably a bit more expensive, but like like if I'm going in February, I want to go where it's like hot and avoid all the snow. You know what I mean?
In Japan, like the if you don't go to Hokkaido, if you go to the south, it's probably it's tropical weather.
Why? But like I feel like Japan's like for another. But I definitely do. That's definitely on the bucket list.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Japan.
I never expected you to be the type.
We're Japanese, man. Did you know that?
Yeah, I'm aware.
I mean, yeah. What was your percentage of
It's
Japanese?
Spanish. I don't know. It was really small though. A bit of Spanish, a bit of Japanese, some Filipino, and I think maybe a bit of Chinese, but I'm not sure.
Wash. We're not Chinese.
They didn't mention it. They didn't mention it though, but I'm expecting.
What?
Yeah, like, just hide that from your genetic test.
Well, for sure, a bit of Japanese, no doubt. So, if I ever were to go to Japan, Chris, you'd want to come? You'd be open to the idea? Because I never thought of you as the traveling type.
Yeah, but it's
I would.
Japan.
I think I would come to Japan too.
Really?
Oh, like it's like a different
Boys
planet.
trip to Japan?
Hell yeah.
The Hello
Yeah.
Kitties. Salut.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was telling myself, if I'm not going to be traveling now, when will I be able to travel, right? Like, I feel a bit robbed by COVID. Took my prime years from me.
Yeah, we all got robbed.
Like, I'm supposed to be traveling at this age, and I can't do shit. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I've grown fond of the idea of traveling, especially since COVID.
T'es tellement OI de traveling, vraiment.
How do you be OI of traveling, Chris? You never travel. Like,
No, I said Worm was OI.
oh,
Was I?
Yeah, like 5 jours, je vais retourner à la maison.
Well, that's the beach. But now, I mean, dude, being stuck in your house for a year, ça change un petit peu, là. Now, spending 7 days on a beach doesn't seem so bad.
sounds like a blast to me.
Well, I think we'll get a good opportunity to visit a bit of Europe if we go open Winamax accounts.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably going to take 10 days or something to do all the bank stuff, get situated. Might as well go visit a few places.
Wow, Worm, I always thought of you as anti-Euro. Now you
Super
want to actually
anti-Europe.
visit places?
I mean, but World War II is still World War II. I mean,
Dude.
Where would you want to visit?
Auschwitz.
You'd want to
British
visit
War Museum.
Auschwitz for sure, right?
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Worm you down?
No.
Really? You wouldn't want to see that? I feel like
Auschwitz, the
that'd be
meaning of
something really
pain.
cool.
It's the meaning of
I
pain.
mean, it is the meaning of pain. I would go see it, but it's not number one. Number one is the British War Museum.
British War Museum. What's so special about the British War Museum?
Worm wants to go to the Eiffel Tower.
I've been to Eiffel Tower. I've seen it already.
You've been there?
Yeah,
like
when
in
I was
high
10.
school. In high
When I
school?
was 10.
You went to France?
Yeah, with my whole class when I was in 5th grade.
Ça,
With
c'est du white
Matt
privilege.
with the twins.
Ça, c'est du white privilege, really?
No, dude, we had to do like 12 or 14 fundraisers. We grinded hard for that trip. I remember I went door to door collecting Coke cans.
Vendre des chocolats, là?
Oh, Matt.
Ouais, on vendait des chocolats, on a vendu du spaghetti. We did collect Coke cans. We did a garage sale.
Yeah, I feel like so many people have like traveled around the world, and I have not done any of it.
All around the world. I went to France. That's it.
But I'm saying, like, I've never been to Europe or Asia. You know, it's like, and how old am I? I feel like I'm missing out. And
Well, we're
now-
gonna go to Europe for Winamax.
Yeah. But I'm saying, you know, it's like now's the time that I can actually afford to travel and visit places. Like, I don't know. Seems appropriate.
I don't really agree with that. Like, oh, if I don't travel now, when am I gonna travel? Like, for guys, it's not really like that. For girls, I think it's more like that. But
Well, I do expect to eventually have a family and settle down. I mean, good luck traveling with a kid. I guess maybe I could travel with my significant other, but like, I don't know.
yeah,
Like, would all my traveling have to be with my girlfriend?
why not? What kind of traveling? Like, what do you want to do exactly?
I just want to see things. 'Cause I don't really care for like the partying and stuff. Like, I just want to eat good food, see nice things, be lazy, and like
Well, you know
not
what
have
sounds
to
fun?
hustle every day.
Yeah. You know what does sound fun? It's like a desert in, I think it's Argentina, where it's like it's a dried sea, and because the way the salt is, like you see the sky in the ground, like you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
You see the
it's
what on
like
the
it's
ground, sorry?
like the desert is like super flat and super reflective, so it's like the sky looks like the ground.
Oh wow. See, like stuff like that. I'd want to go visit and see that. Like
Yeah, let me go look it up. It's
Like,
called a salt
okay.
flat.
I went to Banff, right? Like that wasn't a party trip. That I went to be one with nature. Like that's what I want. I want to do shit like that.
Okay, check this out. But like, imagine at night, like when you see the galaxies.
Oh, like see, how's that not the craziest thing?
Yeah, like in the south, they see like 2 extra galaxies in the sky, like in the southern hemisphere.
Actually,
Yep.
Wait, what?
Like in the southern
See
hemisphere,
two?
there's like 2 galaxies that they see that we can't see in the northern hemisphere.
Wow.
So like, yeah. Plus, like since you're in like the desert, there's no city lights, so you see the whole Milky Way, and it's reflected on the ground like that. It's kind of sick.
Yeah, honesty.
I'd be down for that. And knowing Shelly'd probably be on peyote.
Oh, said you rock it.
Shelly
AOD.
Rocco.
Wow, the recipe.
Okay. Who's watching
Nice.
that?
I found this on my wall.
On your wall?
Yeah, because I'm trying to find the article for my France trip.
What is Rocco doing like on your wall? Who posted rice fields on your Facebook? What the heck?
You did.
Welcome to the rice.
I wouldn't.
What?
I would not post that on Facebook.
Yeah, you did. It's on my wall.
What the heck?
What
There's
the-
no way I posted that.
What the fuck on his Facebook?
That's
wall?
on YouTube. Like what the?
Chris?
It's on my
I need a
Facebook.
receipt. I need a receipt for that.
Show a screenshot.
Somebody posted it under my name then or something. I don't know.
Welcome to the rice fields. Why are you so surprised?
Because I don't post stuff like that on Facebook.
Okay, here it comes.
Fake news.
Rocco's. Why Rocco's on Facebook? Yeah. Come on, that.
Ouais, on montre à tout le monde que t'es un esti de pervers.
That's not me. Like, there's no way I posted that.
Maria.
How much you wanna bet?
Join.
You want to bet a Polo Suzanne Poutine?
Balance, I bet like 100% equity.
On se comme. Incoming.
Can't check it yet. Need to finish my match.
Whoa!
Is it true, Shelly?
Oh my god.
What? What?
You owe him polo.
What?
You owe him polo, and I just found it. Wow, Chris, you're kind of cringe.
Found what?
Your
There's
mayor
no
is
way.
cringe.
Okay, I think I figured out what happened. I think Shelly posted that on my computer. when I was playing-
Wait.
Yeah, June
Wait.
26, 2016. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was at your house at that point, right?
Wait, no.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, the
Way.
summer 2016. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was at your house.
Way.
Confirmed, Shelly, and he even likes his own post. Confirmed that's Shelly. That's 100% Shelly. Oh my goodness, really?
I've
Why would you
never
post
used
that?
your computer, Chris. I've never actually used your computer. You're putting this on me.
Dude, I just can't imagine myself posting that on Facebook.
Yeah, you liked your own post. That's your signature.
It's Shelly.
Chris.
No, it's Shelly. He wanted to make me look cringe.
He
Okay.
likes his own post.
I mean, I'm a big fan of liking my own posts, but like,
That is signature, Chris.
is it private? Like, who can see it when you click on it? Who can see it?
Probably everyone.
Well, how do I tell?
Like, see where it's right next to June 26th? What does the thing say?
Your friends of friends.
Oh my god.
Everyone. I mean, it got 1 like and it was yours, so.